Then we translate that into an image that we're creating in our minds of what that word is, and then we're giving it meaning. Video, on the other hand, is delivering you the targeted vision of exactly what you want it to deliver, and it's hitting you instantaneously. And not only is it hitting instantaneously, but it's hitting on a multitude of different levels of your mind. So it's hitting you emotionally, it's hitting the logic state, it's hitting, it's registering the exact message that is intended to be delivered. So I want you to raise your hands when you have a good idea of what this wording is here. And I'm going to read it for those who can't see it clearly. At Sub-Zero Sub Shop, we serve the finest Boar's Head products on fresh bread made daily on the premises. Raise your hand when you have a good idea of what that message is telling you. Okay, so somebody tell me what you know about this company based on that tagline in the 7 seconds that you had to assess that company. Do you know anything about the types of meat they use? Well, you know that it's Boar's Head, right? So we know a little bit. They've delivered a fairly okay amount of content to us, but we don't have any kind of feeling or emotion attached to what they're delivering. They give us a factual description of what their company does. They're a sub shop. They make sandwiches. They use a brand that most people would recognize and trust. But that's about as far as they took it. If I was comparing that sub shop to any other sub shop on the planet, I wouldn't find any reason to think there's anything special. So that's when the internet started using more photo-based messaging. Now you see websites where the whole entire background is image-based. Why is that? We went from almost entirely text because we saw that it is search engine friendly to now image-based. Because why? What can we see about the product here in a couple of sample images that I can view and register in my mind in about 7 seconds? I see the meat they're using. I see the quality of what their plating looks like. I can see people enjoying their food, so I can now start to register little bits and pieces of it. But the one thing that makes it really hard in 7 seconds is to actually tell a story, right? So what happens when we actually play a video? That same sub shop in 1.5 minutes can have your attention. They can tell you about the farms that their produce comes from. So the tomatoes that are on your sandwiches came from local fresh farms. The salads that they make in their shop. Yes, we also make salads. We don't just make sandwiches here. They can tell you a lot of things in 1.5 minutes. They can tell you about the staff. They can tell you a little bit about the history of the chef. Maybe he has a culinary degree that you wouldn't know a sub shop guy has, but he brings a special flavor to their business that differentiates them from any sub shop in the area. They can do all that in 1.5 minute video. But how long would it take you to comb through somebody's site? Go to the About Us page, learn about the chef, go to their products page to learn about what kinds of food they're serving other than what's obvious about sub shop. It would take a lot of time to do that. Most people in today's world don't spend enough time on your website to go through that process unless they already have a reason to do so, so why lose the traffic? There's a reason why TV marketing is still the king of media. Granted, how many of you are sitting in front of your TV like I do with either a laptop, a tablet, or a cell phone on your lap? And every time a commercial comes up, where do your eyes go? They go down, right? So you're only paying a portion of your attention today to even TV broadcasts, but they're still spending millions of dollars on Super Bowl ads. So we know that TV is still, at least temporarily, the king until they realize all of those eyeballs are going down. Well, what are they also doing on these advertisements on TV? They're pointing you to their websites. Almost every media broadcast, whether it's TV channels, the news, every single TV show you watch is trying to engage you in their digital space because they know that's where you are now. They know that's where everybody is now. Or their Facebook page, their contest, whatever it is, everything is being driven to the web. So it's very important that you establish a good base of content for your company, for your business, for yourself, for your brand in a digital space that over time, because it's not just a day's venture.